YouTubers, Pastor Bob NCC. Hey, I'll tell you what, here in the Northern Valley of California, we're going to have a hot one this weekend. It's supposed to be 105 today and 107 tomorrow. I got out real early this morning and mowed my lawns, and it was already getting hot at like 9:30. The only advantage to that is you can ride a motorcycle in a t-shirt in February. But other than that, I won't be doing much today except keeping cool. So listen, I want to talk to you about something that's found in Philippians 4:7. And this is what Paul says. He says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again I say, rejoice. Let your moderation be known to all men. The Lord is at hand. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." What Paul is laying out here for us is a 4-step plan to peace. And I have found that this definitely works in my life, and I'm constantly having to adjust myself to keep in those steps, but I want to talk to you about it. So listen, look at verse 4. Verse 4 literally means that your happiness should come from God and God alone. This is something that a lot of people have problems with. People, listen, try to get this. It's no one's job to make you happy. Did you know that? It's no one's job. It's not your wife's job. It's not your husband's job. It's not your kid's job. It's not your boss's job. It's no one's job to make you happy. You have to get your happiness from God and God alone. Most people don't even know what will make them happy. They chase after things, they chase after this, they chase after that. They think, if I just had this, if I just had that, I'd be happy. So they chase after things, and then when they finally get what they were chasing for, they realize, no, that wasn't it. I'm still miserable. So listen, your happiness, your joy, your peace can only come from God. It's no one's job to make you happy, and there's no item, no possession that'll ever make you happy. So the next one is verse 5. He tells us to do everything in moderation. This will preserve your happiness. Everything in moderation. Never let anything control you. And you know what? You can do anything in moderation. But don't let it control you. Don't let it become number one in your life. Satan is always looking for something. He's always looking for a foothold in your life to get control over you. And the only way to fight that is to do everything in moderation. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be anything. Just remember, Satan is trying to gain a foothold in your life, and the minute he does, the minute Satan gets a foothold, he will rob you of your peace. Verse 6, and verse 6 is one of the biggest keys in life. We're not to worry about anything. We're not supposed to worry about anything. Worry robs you of your peace. You cannot be worried and have peace. They're total polar opposites. Paul tells us don't worry about anything because worry robs your peace. He says pray about everything. The big things, the little things, things don't matter. Doesn't matter. We're to pray about everything, everything. Because if you pray about it and you give it to God, you don't have to worry about it anymore. God's got it. And don't be taking it back. Once you've prayed about it and God's got it, don't reach out there and snatch it out of his hands. When you pray about it, let God have it. Leave it with him so you don't have to worry about it. So listen, when you let God handle things, there's no worry. There's no worry. You know, I look out here all the times and I look at these chemtrails. And I look at the nasty things the government's doing, the ways that we as Christians are starting to be persecuted. You know, I worry about my channel being shut down for what I'm doing, the preaching that I'm doing on YouTube. All these things. These are all things that I would normally worry about, but I don't, because I've turned them all over to God. I ask God to protect me and my family from the effects of what they're spraying in the sky. I ask the Lord to put a hedge of protection around my YouTube channel. I ask the Lord to protect us from companies like Monsanto's that's poisoning our food. I pray about everything. And I don't worry about anything because I know where I'm going. So listen, if you do these 4 things that Paul tells us, let God be your joy and your happiness. It's no one's job to make you happy. Do everything in moderation. Don't let Satan get a foothold in your life. And next, don't worry about anything. Don't worry about anything. Pray about everything. The things that you would be worried about, give them to God and let Him handle it. People, if you do these 4 things, it will bring peace to your heart. This works. Today I want you to look at Philippians 4:4-7. Underline these things. Look at it and study it word for word and get a grasp on this. I'm telling you, it helps. Anyway, I just want to give you something to think about. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.